everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 224. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Wednesday Motivation and Inspiration, and it is time to talk about different environments produce different results. Now, I know you guys are thinking, what in the world does that mean? And what are you talking about? So I'm going to delve into that today. Now, one thing I can truthfully say is when I change environments, the feel of what I'm doing changes. Now, what I mean by that is when I'm sitting to do work, depending on where I am, will determine the results. It's always good to do work in different places sometimes. It may spark an idea or an outlook that you really wouldn't think of. Now, to say that I've written every single book in the same place would be silly. And I've written books in 3 different homes, in various cars, on trains, airplanes, and plenty of other places. So, to say that stepping out of your comfort zone is going to help you achieve better results, I would say it does. I will honestly say that. Now, in 7 years, I'd be remiss to say that a change in environment didn't spark, inspire, influence, or pump more energy into me to get my writing down. And I say this to tell you, don't be fixated on, I would say, being in one specific place to get a lot of your work done. Now, if you're an aspiring music artist, it's a little different, as studios are really your home, and certain places have certain fields that get you in that zone. Now, changing your environment can bring an outcome that you will love and keep you looking for the next place of inspiration. And as I've said with my journey, conversations with people, meeting new people, being in certain environments gets my juices flowing. So I always say, let the world be your oyster and place for inspiration and motivation. And don't hinder yourself from seeing the world and what it has to offer. Because breaking out of the monotony of you being in an office or a home office will refresh you sometimes. And a simple walk through your neighborhood may get your mind flowing. A short drive in a favorite area of where you live can get ideas. Ideas come from so many different places. And I always say that when you break out of your comfort zone, you see the world in a different light and in a different way. And I will admit that I'm introverted, so I don't like to be in open environments sometimes doing work. People can write in coffee shops. That's great. Knock yourself out. But I can't do a coffee shop. There's just too many people walking around and talking to the baristas, and their orders. And I'd be just looking around all over the place. I will say that if I'm in a pretty good environment where it's moderately quiet and I can have my headphones on and listen to my music, it helps me to get myself into a zone. A lot of my books were written back home in New York, and I knew that when I moved to Arizona, it would be different, and I would have to find different places of inspiration to write. I did a good amount of writing in my apartment, and I did a lot of writing in the lounge area. So I will say the complete Alphabet City series that I'm publishing this year was literally written in the lounge of the old apartment that I used to live in a few months back. So last year, that whole summer, I sat in that lounge and literally wrote that whole 12-book series. Now I'm in a different environment. I'm in a new apartment, apartment building, and my environment is different. So I've sat in a lounge area and gotten a feel for my surroundings. So when I do venture to that lounge area during the summer months, I know where to sit, where to be, and how to get myself into a comfort zone to where I'm going to write. And another beautiful thing is I don't have to carry my laptop anymore because I updated my technology and I got a bigger iPad with a keyboard. So I'm not lugging around my laptop. Not to say that my laptop doesn't get things done, but sometimes you just want to carry something a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to manage. Um, so whatever you do and whatever you're passionate for, find that comfort zone in a way, but then also step out of your comfort zone sometimes and do different things, because you'll surprise yourself at what you're capable of. You'll surprise yourself at the people you'll meet or the events that you'll go to, things of that nature. And I have promised myself this year that I'm going to step out of my comfort zone a little bit more, and I'm going to do different things, and I'm going to, go to different events and, meet people and learn of their stories, and it may spark or inspire a book idea. You never know. I will say that lately, a lot of content that I watch on TV has, sparked some book ideas. I won't delve into those because I can't say that I'm 100% sure that it will turn into a book, but I have a myriad of ideas of, things that I could potentially write as a book, but there's also, I will say, ideas for me to write a script. You never know. I enjoy doing different things. I surprise myself sometimes, and I want you to surprise yourself, and I want you to change your environment once or twice of where you normally do things, and do it somewhere else and see how it works out for you. Let's say you have a home office and you've done your work in your home office for so long, and you've kind of hit a stagnant pace of doing things. Change your environment, go to your living room and see how that works out, or go into another different bedroom and see how that works, or whatever works for you. Sometimes libraries help. Sometimes a coffee shop may help too. You never know. Depending on where you live. I mean, I don't know where you guys live that are listening to my podcast. So depending on situations and circumstances, you'll figure out what you feel is best for you. So I am going to say that different environments definitely produce different results. Can I say that I would have written my whole 12-book series that I'm publishing this year in my apartment? Yeah, I might have been able to, but the reason why I was able to do it in a lounge area was because I worked a full 9-hour shift, in my apartment, because I work from home. So I can't shift into writing a book in the same place that I've been in all day. So I changed the environment, and I go somewhere else, and then the juices get flowing, and you get into a mode. You never know. A certain place or a certain area may get you going. A park, in your car, even a plane ride, going on a vacation or going to see someone. You may get plenty of work done on an airplane. You never know, especially if the plane is, it takes off. It's a smooth ride. You got a couple of hours. You got your laptop or iPad, whatever. You take it out. You may have a window seat wherever you're sitting, and you have the right music on, and boom, you're on your way. I can say that that's happened to me a few times, and I am happy about that. So I will admit that. Well, with that said, that is my podcast for today. I thank you guys for listening as always. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I hope your week has been going well. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.